live feed. The doors are open for my tribe. Awesome. Z and Nita are both here. And Carrie's here. Good to see you all. Oh, man. What a couple of days. I'll wait for some of the rest to show up and I will share. Oh. Historical perspective is the theme. And an idea of what to do with some of that, courtesy of the universe, on the way home from the store a little bit ago. Still trying to figure out this camera angle. When I move my left arm, it's on that side. It's on the opposite side of the screen. So I'm trying to get in here. Here we go. Oh, hope everybody's enjoying this day. Boy, it was in my car yesterday. I was running errands and it said as high as 77. And I just came back from the store. It's really sunny out, but it's 54. It's sunny but brisk. Oh, so good to see you all here. We'll wait just another minute and get some music going for your Soulful Sunday. Well, hope everybody's had a good day, a good weekend. I've been busy. I'll share in a little bit. We'll get some music going. I'll have to open up with a little bit of Steve Poltz, my friend. In this case, Steve Poltz and Jewel. I hear the clock, 6 a.m. It feels so far from where I've been. I got my eggs, I got my pancakes too. I've got my maple syrup, everything but you. Break the yolks and make a smiley face. I kinda like it in my brand new place. I wipe the spots off the mirror. Don't leave the keys in the door. I never put wet towels on the floor anymore, 'cause dreams last for so long, even after you're gone. And I know you love me, and soon you will see you were meant for me, and I was meant for you. Called my mom, she was out for a walk. Consoled a cup of coffee, but I didn't want to talk. So I took the paper, it was more bad news. My heart's been broken, more people being used. Put on my coat in the pouring rain. I saw a movie, it just wasn't the same, 'cause it was happy and I was sad, yeah. It only made me miss you oh so bad, 'cause dreams last for so long, even after you're gone. And I know you love me, and soon you will see you were meant for me, and I was meant for you. Yeah, I go about my business and I'm doing fine. Besides, what would you say if I had you on my mind? Same old story now, much to say. Hearts are broken every day. Hey. Brush my teeth and put the cap back on. I know you hate it when I leave the light on. I pick a book up and turn the sheets down, yeah. I take a good long look around. Put on my PJs and hop into bed. I'm half alive, but I feel mostly dead. I try and tell myself it'll be alright. I shouldn't think any more tonight, 'cause dreams last for so long. And even after you're gone, and I know you love me, and soon I know you will see you were meant for me. I was meant for you. Yeah, you were meant for me. I was meant for you. Yeah, 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 yeah. All right, opening up this Soulful Sunday. Welcome, my tribe. Let me get caught up on comments. I have stuff to share. Been staring at, which I'll talk about in a minute, computer screens for the last 2 days. So I've been able to see better without my cheers. Carrie said, I did my first massage since October. It was glorious. Of course it was. Because you were called to do this work. One of my very first instructor I ever, when I was still a student going through my program, we could request instructors to get on our table. That's how we learned. And the very first instructor I got on my table was a guy named Kyle. And it was kind of getting toward the end of clinic. And I worked on mastering the techniques first and where they go on what segments of the body. And then I started stepping into my dance and my flow. So when I got done with that massage, the first thing Kyle asked is, so how did that feel? And I said, it's starting to come together. It felt kind of good. And he told me something that I've read since. It wasn't original, but it was original from him to me. And he said, the massage should feel as good to give as it does to receive. And I went, note to self. And I've never forgotten that. So it's an important point, because when you're feeling good and these are working and everything, you're in your flow, it directly translates to how your client feels. Absolutely does. So I'm really glad that you had a positive experience, because you were meant for this work. That's why it called you. And your word for that was glorious. So awesome. Jean's here. Renell's here. Speaking of massage therapy, yay! Renell's a therapist too. She knows everything I'm talking about. Kevin says, dang, Bruce is live means the weekend is over. I didn't see that last part first. I went, what's wrong with that? It's like, oh, Kevin must be watching a football game, or, well, I guess those are over. I don't know. I don't watch sports. Yeah, sorry. Carrie took a remote office job and it's sucking the life out of me. Sister, I spent 28 years in nuclear power. I'm grateful for that career, grateful for my pension, but yes, those jobs can suck the life out of you. Massage is definitely where you belong. It called you. It also called Renell. Yeah, amen. So I mentioned at the top of the hour, I got stuff to share. I'm not trying to keep you around. You're free to come and go, of course. I just want to play some more songs and see if anybody else shows up. Um, and if you got requests from my set list, put them out there. I've got some cool stuff that's been going on. I want to share that. And then I was coming home from the store today, and the universe gifted me an idea out of nothing, which is often when I was recording my album. All that music stuff, a lot of that came from when I wasn't even thinking about it. So I got an idea. I'll share it. I'm also asking for you to steal it if it's appropriate. I think you might. I'm not cerebral enough to come up with this on my own. It was outside of me, just given to me by the universe. So I can't be that first one that's ever thought of this, and I'm sure I'm not the first one that's done it. But let me get into their song. We have the doors open. You all have the best virtual seats in the house, of course. So, and then we'll get into it. Brunel says yes too. She was doubly called because she was a licensed esthetician before she took her professional program. She's what Chuck Bulwer used to do, 2 and 2 on that. What was that game show? Pyramid? I don't know, something. So she's doubly qualified. She's dual licensed, as they call it, which is awesome. Okay, this one just came to me, so I'm supposed to play this. So a double shot of Steve Holtz. If you look to the east, where the sun never sets, I'll be there at the top of the stairs. You can bet. So just pick up the phone, make a call, all your own. I'll be there when you say your last little prayer. La la la, la la, la la. You hold your head in your hands, and I don't have a way to climb inside your body and just hang out and stay. And everybody's asking when you're coming back, and I don't have an answer, so I fade out in the black. Who knows how I feel today? I suppose I'll slowly fade away. Fade away. Well, and I walk so slowly through the broken glass outside, I treading on so cautiously and wondering where you hide. I got notes tacked on my walls and kisses oh so sweet, and all I do is wonder when you get too shy of me. Who knows how I feel today? I suppose I'll slowly fade away. Fade away. Do you hear me talking here? Oh, hello again. How do you do? Good morning, I miss waking up a set up. Good morning, I miss waking up with you. $100 phone bill multiplied by 5. You look like a phone to me, are you still alive? And dirty plates and bottles, will they decorate my floor? And I got lots of salt call, friends just knocking on my door. Who knows how I feel today? I suppose I'll slowly fade away. Fade away. Uh-huh. Do you hear me talking to you? Oh, hello again. How do you do? Good morning, I miss waking up to set up. Good morning, I miss waking up with you. Uh-huh. Oh, all right. Some more Steve Poltz. I just got an idea while I was playing. And this thought came afterwards, but when Elvis Presley was live, he used to, about halfway through the show, he would say, "Hey, let's have the house lights turned up. You can see me, but I want to see you." And people would just roar with applause. And I just got thinking, I've never tried this. Do you want to know what I see? I've never tried this before. I've never even thought of it. This is what it looks like from my perspective. I hope you're all still there. I didn't see anybody say yes. Oh, Renelle said yes. Oh, she said yes to something else. I've never tried to post anything to my live feed while I'm live. I've never. All right, cool. All right, I don't know if this will work. I think it will. I'm actually posting. I'm gonna. All right, I don't know if this will work. I think it will. Oh, I've listened to that delay. That's cool. Um, comment no. Avatar no. Stickers no. I'm not a quitter, so it'll just take me a minute, but it'll be worth it if you stay there with me. Oh, I know. Okay. That was wild. It's repeating back what I said in text. Okay, check this out. I took a picture of my setup and I'm going to post it. I'm going to try in the comment section. It didn't. I was trying to do it. Paste. Maybe it didn't. Hang on a second. Copy. All right. I might have to share it. I'm going to try again. Paste. No. All right. I don't want to eat up too much time, but let me try one more. Let me see. Share to Facebook. Share to. Okay, it's only going to let me share to my feed. Oh, Gene's there. Dave's still here. Renelle. Is she still there? I don't want to share it to my feed. I want to put it on my live feed. Okay, I had to shut that off. Hang on. I know I'm taking time, but let me go. Let me try to just go to my. Here we go. My page. Oh, it did. It just posted to my feed. Let me try it. Let me try it here. Paste. Come on, man. Okay. I'm gonna get back to the music. So I've been trying. I tried to post that picture here in the comments section, but apparently you can't do that when it's you. I'm not a quitter, so I'm always trying to think of different. Insert an emoji, insert a sticker. I thought if I could send it to myself here on this computer, it'll take a minute, but comment with an avatar, no. Okay. Okay, so here's an option like Nina and Z. Lori says or Ellie says I've been quietly watching, and Kevin's a thumb up. Okay. Renelle, I was playing with my avatar in the comments. That was awesome. Where did it go? Oh, it left. Okay, so here's what happened. It won't let me post it in the comments here, apparently, because I'm hosting this. But I posted it to my live feed. Or not my live feed, my Facebook feed. If somebody can go wants to, like Nita and Z are both watching at the same time. If one of you can go to my regular feed and copy that picture and see if you can post it down here in the comments. See if you can do that. I want you guys to see what I see when I'm going live. So I just took a picture of my whole setup. So somebody smarter than me, which is probably everybody tuned in here, go do that and see if it'll post here. So and share it, and then you guys can see what I look like, what I'm looking at. Welcome, Ellie. So good to see you. You can't post pics in the feed. You mean the live feed? Because it went to my Facebook feed. Let me look. If you can put an emoji in here, yeah, I don't have an option down in the comments either for a picture. Nita's taking care of her granddaughter. Z, you're probably the guy that can figure it out. So, if not, when I'm done, you can go to my feed, and I'll put a description in there that's what I see when I'm looking at all of you. Mike McCabe's here. Welcome, brother. Thanks for checking in. All right, let me get another song going, and then I will catch you up on what I mentioned at the top of the hour, what's been going on here. Let's see, what do I want to do? My music gave me the other two, and then all of a sudden she kind of goes quiet, silent, lets me figure it out on my own. I don't know. The ones that come to mind I've done a lot lately, so I always try to keep content fresh for all of you. Oh, okay. Let's do that one. This was a Don Henley single release from Fast Times at Ridgemont High on that soundtrack. In the hall, you just pretend that you don't see her at all. care. You wanna call her, but you just don't dare. Love rules, no love rules. Out in the parking lot with all the guys, don't ever let them see the tears in your eyes. She's got a date tonight and it ain't you, so you go out there and you get one, two. Love rules, oh love rules, love rules, yeah, love rules. You wish you didn't have so much to feel. It's much too scary and it's all too real. All your friends are out having fun. Sometimes you think you're the only woman that love rules. Oh, love rules. While everybody's out making time, you can't help thinking you're the last in line. She's the finest thing you've ever seen. You wrapped your arms around her in your dreams. When she smiles, it brings you to your knees. You wanna tell her, but you always freeze. She's in the backseat, but you're much too shy. You'd give the world to be an older guy. Love rules, oh love rules, love rules, yeah, love rules, love rules, oh love rules, love rules, yeah, love still rules. Oh, all right. Some Don Henley from the motion picture soundtrack to Fast Times at Ridgemont High. I saw that when it first came out in its theatrical release because I'm old. I was in the Air Force. So I would have seen it probably at the Cineplex in Sacramento. All right, so during that song, my muse said, "Hey, why don't you just hold the picture you took up in front of the camera?" I went, "Oh yeah, huh?" So you can go to my feed and see the picture I took, but I just wanted to show it to you here. If it'll come up, I don't know. Woo, lots of light. Oh, there we go. So a little blurry and bright, but that's you can go to my feed when we're done and see that it's got a better color scheme to it. But that's what I'm looking at. I've got my my regular computer. It's to the right. Why doesn't it? Oh, I'm out of picture frame. That's over here, and I have my screensaver up because it's gives me some ambient lighting. So that's from an album I haven't recorded yet or released called Sojourn, but the artwork's been done for 8 years. So that's what's sitting over here on my right, and then I'm broadcasting through my beautiful 27-inch or 28-inch iMac. It won't let the picture post. Oh, I've kind of figured in the comments. Yeah, that's what Carrie was saying. Well, I held it up anyway, but when we're done, you go to my feed. I'll edit that photo and put a description up, and so people can see. It'll let me put that. I just realized that it'll let me put that picture in the comments of my post of this live video when it's done, because people comment on that. So I'll just put it there and delete that one. So go look for that when you're done if you want to see. All right. So I mentioned at the top of the hour I was going to do a little talking. So let me get this off of me for a minute. I'll come back to some music, but I've had stuff going on. Some stuff going on. I did just get this because my intuition, my bodily intuition, will talk to me every once in a while, and it says you really need this for your quads and for your tibialis anterior on the side of my calf. So I got one of these muscle rollers. So all of these are like wheels, so it rolls. I started using it. I kind of used to do this with like a broom handle when I was a triathlete 18 years ago. I would do this on the side of my legs from marathoning. And I got a brand new Ronell and Kara, you will like this. So I've never used gua sha, corporate name Graston, gua sha techniques. So that's scraping, and I got this set. It looks like surgical instruments. It's awesome in this cool silver case. And it's stainless steel, and I started using them because I got a female client. She's a bodybuilder. Her quads are really just locked up, and so the universe will help you grow by sending you clients that will require you to nudge you to learn new things. That's happened to me a lot in my my practice. So I got these and started using them on her, and got some decent results the first time. It's not a one-stop fix, but then the universe said you really need this for your quads and all of that. So I bought that. And that came in yesterday, so I'm really jazzed about that. So that's one new thing. So here's I haven't put a picture up because I haven't had time to post on this, but for the last 2 days, I've been pretty much sequestered right here. And I have been migrating files and emails. So I told you I had an idea coming home from the store, and it's birthed out of this that I asked you to steal if you want it. So I'll get to it, but I have to set it up really quick. So I had this computer that I built 19 years ago. I did the math. So I just got separated. I rented a 10 by 12 bedroom from my 92-year-old grandmother. I left a 2,600 square foot 2-story home, and I spent the next 3.5 years, my sleeve rolled up, unburdening myself out of debt and getting my credit back up to start a new life, which I did 15 years ago in Gilbert with my beautiful little cottage home in Agritopia, which I watched being built from the dirt up. So once I moved in with my grandmother, I didn't have a computer. So this guy that I work with, his parents owned a computer company. So if you guys remember the old CompUSA, I went to CompUSA with a parts list, and he took the master chip and set it on the master board, on the motherboard, and because he said that's really delicate, so he knew how to do it. And I did the rest. For 4 nights, I stood over my bed building this computer. So it was a big tower computer. I'll put a picture up of it later tonight. And like a 13-inch monitor. And so it was Windows XP. So I haven't had Microsoft in a long time. So that computer is a time capsule. And it's traveled with me through my moves. And it was right here underneath my desk for a long time. And so today, I'm looking at this empty space and I'm kind of sad, but at the same time, there's a cool story that goes with this. So I had that computer and I had a Dell laptop when I went out consulting from my first year out as a consultant in nuclear power. And then I bought a MacBook Pro and I migrated everything to iPhone and everything to Apple within like 2 months. So this little disk, this little thumb drive is 9 gigabytes. And I have more space here than I did on both of those, that laptop and that home computer. So I spent the last 2 days migrating old files and my former work life stuff and videos and pictures and all kinds of stuff to that, so that I could upload it to a folder on my Mac. And so I got most of that, the lion's share of that done yesterday. Today, though, was email migration. So I think it was Mozilla Thunderbird. So it took me a while to research it, but I figured out how to save all of those file folders, my email folders, intact, put them on this drive, put them on my Mac, and then make sure that I could read them in my Apple email, and it worked. Those are stories and time capsules of emails that sent to people who are no longer alive, and um, lots of love and stuff. And they go back to, I built that in 2004, and some of those emails go back that far. And and I was going through them, and wow, it filled up about 7 or 8 gigabyte over 2 migrations of those emails, but I've got them all safely stored um, on my computer. And so then I took that computer to Best Buy, because the recycling company I was going to use stopped taking um, residential stuff in 2020. So I got rid of that today, and so it's gone. And I was really sad because I built that computer and it's lasted and saw me through so much. And but I was able to save the heart and soul. So even though like the body was gone, the spirit is alive, because everything I use that computer, if this makes sense, to create all the emails I sent that I saved or received from people, and all the work stuff that I created, and all the music on there, and videos and that kind of stuff was all saved on this little thumb drive, and I have all that stuff now safe and secure in my iMac, in my MacBook Pro. No, Mac Mini it's called. Yeah, so in my current computer, and they're all accessible. I checked them, spot checked them. So basically, the heart and soul of that computer is still alive. Everything that it did for me, other than the hardware, is still there. So I got thinking metaphorically as I was out driving around, feeling really sad when I let it, when I left it at Best Buy. I thought, you know what? So the body is gone, but the spirit of that computer is still alive. It's still alive in all those files that I saved. So I got thinking about that today. Um, then I went to the store, and I was thinking, what am I going to do? It's going to take me a long time to go through all those emails. I mean, there's thousands. I even kept the deleted ones because I wanted to just go back through, because they all tell a story. And then this came to me coming home from the store today. Um, we not everyone, but mostly we don't write letters anymore. And if you had grandparents that corresponded and saved letters, that was like the story of their life. And that's how people used to save letters and pass them along to family. I just saw um, a news story locally here where this woman bought this old dresser and she refurbished it. It was beautiful, and she was tilting it to move it, and these secret drawers popped out. And there were all of these letters written by the great grandmother of the person who owned it over 100 years ago, and all she had to go on was the name of the woman who wrote the letters. So she tracked that family down and was able to give the letters to them, and tried to give this beautifully restored cabinet back, but this desk, and they said no, keep it as a dresser. But all those letters told a story, and they were written when that woman was in her 20s, very young, and it painted a picture for that family that they wouldn't have otherwise had, just to fill in space more on what she was like and what she thought and how she wrote. So I got thinking, since we don't write letters much, and I'm just moving along the line every year toward that finish line, it's like part of the legacy I would love to leave while I'm here is to go back through those emails, since I don't really write letters, and um, put together like a book or books for certain people, or and have them be like chapters, like in a book, and instead of letters, they're actually emails of correspondence that tell a story, of friendship, of love, of heartache, and chapters in it that move along over the last 18 years or whatever. So that idea came to me today, and I know that a friend of mine published through Costco. So I mean, if you wanted to do it on the cheap, but I have my other friend John, who's published several novels, and there are publishing companies out there that can do that for you, that can take stuff like that, and if you organize it and are creative and put it together in a book-like fashion, if you want it to tell a story, about your love or your life with someone through emails, you could organize it in a book fashion so that people could read it, and then maybe do a digitized version of that. So that's what I wanted to share with you, because that idea came to me on the way home today from the store after I dropped off that that piece of history from my life at Best Buy, and I got thinking, it'll take some time, but what a cool thing it would do! It would be to instead of letters, tell your story through email, and I saved all of them, so I was able to migrate them all, and they're all readable. So anyway, that just came to me today, a half hour or less before I signed on. I hope everybody's listening. I hope that didn't go for nothing. Yeah, Z is everybody just listening to my story. So I felt free to share that and to say, steal that idea. If that sounds like something I've never heard of anybody doing that, although it can't be original. It came from outside myself, so this is from the universe. It's an inspiration. In spiritus, it's called. Latin for inspiration. So if that sounds like something you want to do, take it and run with it. And think about all those emails that you've got. And there are ways you can contact me, and I'll just show you how to do a Google search. It's actually is easier than I thought. It took me a little while to figure out how to do it, because there's so many different ways people put up. But once I did the first folder, it's like, oh, this is just going to take some time, but there's nothing to it. It's easy. And what I didn't know was most email programs just pretty much read the same stuff, the same text. So it looks like it was done in the email program I use now, but it was done, some of those go back 18 years and less, in a completely different program. So that I'm glad for. So anyway, there's an idea that I had. I thought I would pass it along and share it with you. Think about, if you don't write letters like me, really, but you do have emails and you wanted to put together a book with chapters just like a book would have it, and tell the story of your life or something through email exchanges. That's as far as I've gotten. It just came to me while I was coming home from the store, but I thought, let me share it with you, and somebody take it and run with it. I'm sure somebody else has published a book out there like that. Told it's modern day storytelling. It's if it's not a novel, if it's like autobiographical, instead of letters, we use email. So why not tell a story through those? I don't know. It came from outside of me, so it's meant as inspiration, and I thought I would just share it. Ellie says only the FBI and defense attorneys. Now it's for the good. Okay. For emails, yeah. So there's an option to use them for good anyway, and telling the story of your life. You know, you can have other narrative in there, but use the emails as the story. So yeah, see, I thought that was cool. It wasn't my idea. It just came to me, and I was driving along, and I was just thinking, oh, I've got all those emails. I'm going to go through them. I wasn't even thinking what to do with them. Just like when I wrote my album, I'd be just driving along, and the top down in my car after I just couldn't figure out where to go next on a certain song, and all of a sudden something would just come to me, downloaded me, and I would go, oh, that's how to do that, when I wasn't thinking about how to do it. So emails, text, other platform. Right, that's right. Text as well. Yep. Storytelling, books in the modern era. So we do communicate a lot. We do tell stories to one another. We do communicate love and how we feel through texts or emails, and yeah, and other platforms. So it's not like we're not writing. We write a lot, probably. It's just a different way of doing it. We don't, for most of us anyway, do it through penmanship and handwriting. We still communicate thoughts and evoked feelings and all that kind of stuff, and plans for our life and encouragement and sadness and all the things that incorporate being a human. We still communicate them a lot. So all that stuff's out there if you can grab it and do something with it if you want. So that's what came to me today, so I thought I would share it. All right, so let's get back to some music. I've gone on enough, but I had stuff to share, and I'm glad the heart and soul of that computer, that little computer that I built, that big tower with that 13-inch monitor, the heart and soul of it still exists. It's still alive, and so for that I'm grateful. Okay. Um, let's see. Please come to Boston for the springtime. I'm staying here with some friends, and they've got lots of room. You can sell your paintings on the sidewalk, by a cafe where I hope to be singing soon. Please come to Boston. She said no, but you come home to me. And she said, hey, rambling boy, why don't you settle down? Boston ain't your kind of town. There ain't no gold and there ain't nobody like me. So I'm the #1 fan of the man from Tennessee. Please come to Denver where the snow falls. We'll move up into the mountains so far we can't be found, to throw I love you echoes down the canyon, and then lie awake at night till they come back around. Please come to Denver, she said no, but you come on to me. And she said, hey, rambling boy, why don't you settle down? Denver ain't your kind of town. There ain't no gold and there ain't nobody like me. So I'm the #1 fan of the man from Tennessee. Now this drifter's world goes round and round, and I doubt if it's ever gonna stop. But of all the dreams I lost and found, and all that I ain't got, I still need to lean to somebody I can sing to. Please come to LA to live forever. So California life alone is just too hard to build. I live in a house that looks out over the ocean. There's some stars that fell from the sky, they're living up on the hill. Please come to LA, she just said no. Boy, will you come home to me? And she said, hey, rambling boy, why don't you settle down? LA can't be your kind of town. There ain't no gold and there ain't nobody like me. So I'm the #1 fan of the man from Tennessee. Yeah, I'm the #1 fan of the man from Tennessee. Oh, a little Dave Loggins, who has a cousin named Kenny, who also did pretty well in the music business. Oh boy, this hour is going fast. Let's see. Yeah, so I'm even though I didn't use that old computer, first and only one I've ever built, but it saw me through so much of my life, and it occupied a space right down underneath my desk here, and now it's gone. But I do have a little more leg room. But the heart and soul of that computer is now safely tucked away on my my Mac. So now I have the time, everything's safe and sound. I can go through and just look through all that stuff when I have time. But at least I have the files. A little of the elder and wiser Bruce, as I call him. We said we'd walk together, darling, come what may. Like come the twilight, should we lose our way? If as we're walking, hand should slip free, I'll wait for you. Should I fall behind? Wait for me. We swore we'd travel, darling, side by side. We'd help each other stay in stride. But each lover's steps fall so differently. I'll wait for you. Should I fall behind? Wait for me. Now everyone dreams of love lasting and true, but you and I know what this world can do. So let's make our steps clear, that the other may see. And I'll wait for you. Should I fall behind? Wait for me. Now there's a beautiful river in the valley ahead. Beneath the oaks by, soon we will be wed. Should we lose each other in the shadows of the evening tree, I'll wait for you. Should I fall behind? Wait for me. Yeah, I'll wait for you. Should I fall behind? Wait for me. Darling, I'll wait for you. Should I fall behind? Wait for me. Yeah, I'll wait for you. Should I fall behind? Wait for me. Oh, woo! All right, some of the elder and wiser Bruce, as I call him, Bruce Springsteen, for my Soulful Sunday Tribe. Thank you for checking in. Sip him if you got him. And as always, no matter how large or small a gathering, it's always an esteemed group of tribes members. So thanks for being here tonight. If I needed you, would you come to me? Would you come to me and ease my pain? If you needed me, I would come to you. I would swim the seas for to ease your pain. Now in the night forlorn, all the morning's born, and the morning shines with the lights of love. You will miss sunrise if you close your eyes, and that would break my heart in two. Ladies with me now, since I showed her how to lay her lily hands in mine. Hoop and lila green, she's a sight to see, and a treasure for the poor to find. If I needed you, would you come to me? Would you come to me and ease my pain? If you needed me, I would come to you. I would come swim the seas for to ease your pain. Oh, a little of the late great Townes Van Zandt for my tribe as we wind down this edition of Soulful Sunday. Thanks for being here. Thanks for listening to my stories, getting caught up on stuff, life stuff. Oh, and so glad to share in your weekend as it comes to a close. And thank you for giving me an audience. Because music's got to breathe, man. It's got to live, it's got to breathe. So thanks for all of you for being here to do that. I haven't done any Elvis song. I'm gonna end on this. I love this Elvis song from Blue Hawaii. Kuipo, I love you more today than yesterday. But I love you less today, less than I will tomorrow. Here you see the sweet Hawaii rose, see it blossom, see it grow. That's the story of our love. Ever since we said hello, Kuipo, I love you more today than yesterday. But I love you less today, less than I will tomorrow. As the years go passing by. We'll recall our wedding day. I will be there by your side. You will always hear me say, coo-ee, oh, I love you more today than yesterday. But I love you less today, less than I will tomorrow. Coo-ee-po, coo-ee-po, you're my Hawaiian sweetheart. Coo-ee-po, coo-ee-po, you're my Hawaiian sweetheart. All right, friends, that'll do it for this edition of Soulful Sunday. There's another song I have yet to learn from Blue Hawaii, Nita, that I want to learn, is a Hawaiian Sunset. It's a really pretty song. I know you're familiar with it because of that movie. I just forget to sit down and learn it, but I'm gonna. So thanks for being here, my tribe. So good to see you. And maybe you got inspired by that little bit of inspiration that came from outside myself through me, and I'm passing along to you about writing a book of stories using emails, text, as Mike said, any of that stuff, and documenting your life story through that. We have so much writing that we do. We just maybe don't put pen to paper anymore, but we still communicate a lot. And anyway, that's the idea that came to me. So now that I've migrated almost 9 gigabytes of emails and stuff over the decades, so I'm looking forward to delving into those and opening up that time capsule and stepping into that spirit of all that stuff and see where it leads me. So I thought I would pass it along. You're welcome, Z. Gene says thanks, have a good evening. All of you as well, thank you for being here. And as always, as Ellie taught us, namaste. The divinity in me recognizes and honors the divinity in you. Thank you for keeping yourselves well, healthy, excuse me, those immune systems bolstered up. Have a great rest of your Sunday as you close out your afternoon or evening, wherever you may be. It's right about evening time now here in Arizona. So thanks, Nina. Glad you enjoyed it. Good to see all of you here. I will be back as usual for on Wednesday, 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time for Wind Down Wednesday. Namaste. Ellie's still here. She taught us that in Shiatsu. A friend of mine put it on a t-shirt, and I still sign off my sets with it because I honor tradition, and that's a big part of me these days. I recognize and honor the divinity in everyone. So because we are divine by nature. So and those moments of inspiration, like that one that came to me about putting together a book of stories through your email exchanges and stuff. 100 years from now, when we're not here, I'm quite sure our ancestors will, that are coming before us, would be delighted to read about our lives in this time, just like we are delighted to read. And the family that got those secret letters back that were hidden in that desk over 100 years ago got insight into their great grandmother, who was a young woman then, and they were hidden in that. So what a treasure that must be for them. So I got thinking about leaving a treasure too for generations that come beyond me, and let them know what my life was like, and inspire people. So anyway, take that idea, run with it. It was a gift from the universe. It's not mine. So I'm just passing it along. Anyway, have a great rest of your Sunday, everybody. I will be back here on Wind Down Wednesday, 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, and we'll see you then.